you're thinking about moving to Columbia, South Carolina, or you're just wondering what's next for the capital city. Well, in this video, I'm going to tell you about different projects. You won't believe everything that's coming to Columbia. Not only things that have already broke ground, but things coming in the next 3, 4, 5, 6 years, and that will totally change Columbia and can transform it the way we work, live, play. And if you stick around to the end, I'm actually going to tell you about one of the coolest communities that is coming here that I never thought would be coming to Columbia. Just to give you a little hint, it's sort of bringing a piece of the beach, almost a vacation resort, here to Columbia, South Carolina. Can't wait to tell you about it. If this is your first time to the channel, my name's Chad, and I'm the local realtor here in Columbia, South Carolina. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button, click the notification bell, and you can be the first to know about the surrounding area, the current market here in Columbia every time we post a video. Now, I love making videos like this, but what I love even more, and what is the highlight of my day, is getting to talk to people just like you every single day. Whether you're moving here in 7 days, or even within the next year, or even moving here within Columbia, upgrading, your first time buyer. I work with a lot of those as well. Go ahead, give me a call, text, email, Zoom call on my calendar, and we can meet face to face and get to talk. I can share my screen and we can come up with a custom designed plan just for you. All my information's in that description below. You can get me any way that you want to. And let's go ahead and get started with talking about these projects next. In my Columbia versus Greenville video last, I had a lot of comments, calls, texts, had a lot. The most common thing was comparing Greenville downtown to Columbia downtown. Greenville got about a 20, 30-year head start on Columbia, and which is why it's so much more developed, and they even have a little more money there. Well, we are bringing a lot to Columbia as far as money. It's the capital, it's the state. The University of South Carolina is here. Although the University of South Carolina does not bring as much money as far as jobs and stuff as what a lot of people think a lot of times. We have a lot of other stuff coming that's going to totally transform. A lot of people move here because of the cost of living, which we've talked about in other videos as well. Over the next number of years, they are doing a good job of transforming a lot of what we're doing. Well, let's go ahead and start with number one. So number one is called the Crossroads thing, and it's Crossroads development, and it's all about I-26. 26 has been here since the 1950s. They're widening from 4 to 6 lanes for 12 miles and 4 to 8 lanes for 4 miles. And they've already started on a lot of this. So right there at Colonial Drive, where Dutch Square Mall used to be, they have already redesigned that entire complex. The big one coming up that they're already clearing for right now is the intersection of I-26 and I-20. It's normally called Malfunction Junction, and they are redoing this totally. That is one of the biggest buildups and calls of traffic that stop on 26 and has been for years. If you know how to get around it, you can, but it is still one of the major intersections. Up in the Chapin exit, the peak exit, 91, I think 85 is there too. 97 is the peak exit, 91 is Chapin. They have already redone those interchanges. That's already done, as well as the one at Colonial Center. And they are, from what I've been told, it will even be going all the way to Charleston and redoing some of this as well, and redoing the I-95 and I-26 exchange. Now, all that is taking place now, and it's supposed to be done by like 28, 29. It's going to make traffic just a whole lot easier and flow a lot smoother, especially in expanding that as Columbia is growing year over year. Now, that is the Crossroads project. Some of the traffic downtown, this is the number 2 thing, and it is it's called the Assembly Street Railroad Separation Project. Right between Hugie Street and Assembly Street downtown, we get traffic build up all the time, and part of the major portion of that is because of the railway. The railroads that are down there, you have these railroads that cars will come in, they will literally stop in the middle, back up, come back for again, and it can be just a pain when it comes to backing all that traffic up. There are ways around it, but those are two of the biggest streets coming in, and those are the main ones when we have game day with Williams-Brice Stadium. They're in the heart of the University of South Carolina, and so traffic, it just can be a pain. Well, what they're doing, they got a $204 million federal grant to help fix this, and then they're adding like another 35 million from the state. The ideas right now are either lowering the road and doing a bridge under the railways, or to elevate the railways so that you don't have to wait on all those, which is going to be huge when it comes to traffic, because again, they do build up big time there. Number three, it's called Three Rivers Greenway system. Now, there are trails all over Columbia, all the way riverfront. I think I did one of my videos. That was my Columbia video, the very first video I ever did. And that's where the Broad and the Saluda form the Congaree. And I did it down at Riverfront Park also, where there's about 5 miles worth of running trails. Well, when you're going, so we're going to shift all the way from downtown to Lake Murray Dam. Lake Murray Dam is 1.75 miles when you're riding across it. When you ride across that dam on a good clear day, you can see downtown Columbia. You can even see we don't have a huge skyline, which I'm going to be talking about that a little bit too, coming on Main Street. But you can see the skyline of Columbia from the Lake Murray Dam. Well, they're wanting to make it to where you can have trails, walking trails, biking trails, all the way from the Lake Murray Dam all the way to downtown Columbia and throughout. They're expanding trails. They are connecting a lot of those trails. It's going to be a cool thing. One of the things about downtown Greenville is it's so walkable. They have bike trails. You can get to different parks around the area, etc. Columbia has some of that, but even downtown, they're going to be connecting a lot of that. I did have one comment in one of my videos, which we're going to talk about as well, that Finley Park is only a block or two away from Main Street. You could walk it, and yes, you could. Do people do that a lot of times? No, they're not, but they're going to make it even more accessible to where if you wanted to, that you could walk it more so to get down to the river. The reason it's called the Three Rivers Greenway system is because, of course, it's surrounding the Broad, the Saluda, and the Congaree. I have talked about number 4 is the renovation of Finley Park. I even showed you in one video, they've got it all cleared right now. The big spiral staircase and waterfall that's down there, they're redoing that. They're redoing the big pond that everything centers around, a big amphitheater, and they're also going to add office space. They got approved through the city for $200,000 to put a camera system down there to make things a lot safer here in Columbia as well. You can not have to worry about crime near as much. They're also putting in like offices for the ranger station down there so that it's constantly being monitored as well. It's going to be, I remember back when it was Sydney Park and I graduated high school back in 92, we did our senior superlatives down there. It was a pretty cool park to be. Number 5, they are bringing 2 high-rise apartments and dorm units to Main Street. Main Street of all things. I would have never thought that they were doing that. It's going to be in the parking lot right beside Wells Fargo. 27-story residential building. So it's apartments for residents. The other is going to be a 22-story student housing. Now, USC is sort of on the north side of Columbia, of Main Street, on the other side of the Capitol. South side is right there in downtown where they have, so the city, marketplace, all of that every Saturday morning and all. It's right down in that area in the heart of Main Street where you can actually see the Capitol just looking down the road. That's going to be a 22-story dormitory that many people can go to. It's really going to be pretty what they're doing. Should start about a year from now, next May. A lot of people have asked me about parking down there. How are they going to do that? You're downtown. There's not much. Well, they're also doing an 11-story parking garage. That one's going to be huge and actually add to the skyline here in Columbia. That'll be neat. Just adding to that Main Street atmosphere, downtown living for a lot of people that like it. With it, condos, balconies, all of that when it goes to. Number 6, Richland Fashion Mall. This is in the heart, it's right in downtown Columbia. This one was done in the 80s, I believe. It's in Forest Acres. Many times when I go on niche.com, you see that Forest Acres is one for downtown living besides Shandon and some of those areas. It's one of the top places to move to. But a lot of the houses are older. A lot of them are having to be redone. Its own community, but it's gotten a lot older. Well, Richland Fashion Mall is where a lot of that centers around. Going down Taylor Street, Forest Drive is where a lot of the stores are, the retail stores, as you're building down there. This one, they're redoing it. They have already broke ground. They haven't broke ground on it, but they have demolished the entire mall. It's almost totally flat now. They're going to have a 6-acre park with an amphitheater around there, and it's all going to be built up around Kroger Marketplace. Now, Kroger is the only place I go and shop most of the time anyway, because it's right down from my house here in Irmo. But it's going to be one of those huge Kroger marketplaces, has its own gas station, has its own pharmacy. And as a matter of fact, the one thing I've never seen in a Kroger marketplace is going to have a drive-through pharmacy, which is really going to help a lot of people down there. Like I said, sometimes there are older houses down there. A lot of people have asked for this development in particular. There's going to be a lot of different projects. Everything, there's going to be in 2 stages. The first one is going to be a lot of the apartments, condos, townhomes around it, park in the Kroger shop marketplace. And then that's should be done in 2028. And then in 2033, I think, is when the second part of it, where they do everything else around it. So a lot of the retail places, office spaces, Starbucks, different things like that are going to be coming to it, and even potentially a brewery, from what I understand as well. Again, all of these things that I'm talking about are going to bring prices up in Columbia, which is why people are moving here now. Number 7. This is for the University of South Carolina, and this is for all my fans here. I'm a University of South Carolina graduate. Cheered out there. I was one of the ones flipping around all the time, and really had a blast. My son went to USC also, my oldest, and then my youngest, of course. He grew up a Carolina fan, but he gave us a little bit of a traitor and went to Clemson, although Clemson's campus and all is gorgeous as well. But they are enhancing not only just Williams-Brice Stadium, they are bringing the one thing we have not had that we haven't kept up, we're last in the SEC is in suite boxes. And these are the ones that they can charge premium for seats. We've got around 80,000 that we can seat. And this may drop what we have there, but they're wanting to add as the final product about 85 different suites to it. Now, the first stage of this is adding like 34 suites, which is going to bring an extra like $6 million a year into USC. Now, they're also redoing the entire student section, apparently, and even doing an area where they will have an AC portion where students can go into as well. So they are taking the ones, I think it's the south end zone, not north, but the walkways, they're actually going to remove those, and they're going to put 2 more huge screens that you can see as far as out there. But that's where they're putting a lot of those suites on the west side too. But they're taking those towers, which have been a staple of Williams-Brice, but they are going to take those out to allow for more suites, different seating. Now, that's just to the stadium alone, some of the stuff that they're doing. This could be as much as 5-10 years down the road. But all the surrounding fields they're buying up, and they want to make it to where It is just almost a metropolis of its own all around Williams-Brice Stadium, to where there's more retail stores, more communities, more apartments, more dorms, more office space, more everything, to where people come just to visit that area. Bring a lot more money, a lot more tourism, a lot more everything, because truly in South Carolina, we are part of a college community, college town. Everything that you hear about football, baseball, all this stuff, people will come here from other states, traveling, etc., to see what this is all about, what we're doing. But that could be years down the road. Number 8, there are a lot of different business that they're bringing in, even downtown, that's going to bring even more money in. One of them I'm going to tell you about in a minute. But out in Blythewood, of course, I've told you about Scout Motors coming in. And Blythewood's already one of the more expensive places. And there's a lot of new housing out there with people moving out to Blythewood. Pretty sure they're going to start hiring here toward the end of 25, and they've already broke ground. They're already doing all this. $2 billion in private investments to this area. It's going to bring an additional $4,000 in jobs to Columbia. It's going to be huge for Blythewood. They're already gearing up for all of this, for price increases. Elgin, that's close to Blythewood, northeast area that's close to Blythewood. It's going to be bringing a lot to it with this area of Scout Motors. They're already anticipating this, and all the major new builds are already buying up property too to come around Blythewood. That's going to enhance that area even more. You're going to see a lot building up in that area when we do it. It is huge that it's bringing that much money. The state of South Carolina is giving them tax breaks with the condition that they hire within the state of South Carolina. So they're wanting to bring employees in just from here to do that. South Carolina and Government Master this is important enough to them for the area that they're giving them even tax breaks on what they're doing. Number 9, Bull Street District. Part of the downtown, and they're even connecting a lot of these walking trails and stuff too. It used to be a huge area that was the state mental hospital. Well, now they are making this, there's so much going in around there. There's little things that are going in too, from the West Lawn building, First Base building, bakery building. Tupelo Honey just came in there. They've got breweries and restaurants there. The Firefly Stadium is there. But one of the big things that they're doing and bringing to this is the USC Board of Trustees approved a new master plan. So the University of South Carolina is building a new School of Medicine as its centerpiece in the Bull Street District. And it's going to be huge. It's a $300 million project and a 300 plus square foot facility. And it's going to bring people. MUSC and the University of South Carolina is already one of the top medical facilities in the Southeast, much less right here in Columbia. To bring this here is going to bring even more through the university. It's going to bring more retail stores in there. It's going to bring the whole Bull Street District is going to have its own park as well. One of the reasons why investors are coming to Columbia so much is because they know about a lot of these projects coming in. They know that prices are going to be up a little bit right now, which we're some of the lowest in the state when it comes to a major city as far as the average price of a home and what you pay here. I think it's around $275 right now, but it will be going up as we go here in downtown as well as the surrounding areas. It's one of the reasons investors and buyers are getting here in droves in what they're doing. I told you, if you stuck around to the end, this new community is going to be absolutely insane. And on this one, I'm going to have to actually share my screen. This entire area right here surrounds, this is Oak Hills, but it's going all of this area through here. This is going to be a huge development coming up. They have already got the permits to break ground on this and everything. It's going to be a lagoon, luxury hotel. When I say lagoon, it's going to be like a 3 to 4 acre lagoon with a luxury hotel centering around it like this. Crystal clear blue waters. All the way from going up to the bar here. This is the luxury hotel here. It will have public access. It will have 1.6 acres of beaches, white sand beaches. The development's going to have 2,400 residential lots. Now this area is on Fairfield Road, is what it's going to be off of. It's going to offer tennis courts, kid zones, a wedding peninsula venue type place, waterfront restaurants, retail hub, water sports rentals, a luxury hotel, a big park with it. It's going to have, they're already planning in those townhouses, the single family homes around it, and that it's going to really take the value of homes up through there. More between Columbia and Blythewood is where this area is. To have a piece of the beach here in Columbia and be able to purchase houses in it with the technology that they have, those blue lagoons and what they're going to have, it's going to be unreal what they have coming through. Hopefully I can still have a little bit of a beach vibe by the time that thing gets here, but it's supposed to be done by like 2029, 2030 from what I understand. Maybe even sooner than that, might be even around 27, 28. I never go by what they tell you. But that is what this whole thing is about, is where Columbia is going. Will it catch up with Greenville in the next 5-10 years? No. But it's got a lot going on. Greenville's got a lot going on too, and they have a lot of things coming in as well. But this, I had no clue of all the things that were coming to Columbia. So I started doing research, a number of years ago. And now that we have all the videos of Columbia, I wanted to show you everything that's coming to Columbia, why investors are coming here. Give me some comments. Share this with other people. Show them this. Everybody I have talked to telling them this video is coming up had no clue that all this stuff was coming to Columbia. It will transform Columbia in what it does. Now, the next video I'm going to be doing is going to be on lending. I'm going to be talking with Erica with Prime Lending. She is incredible, does a lot of my loans, and I want to situate you guys with the best so you know what's getting ahead. We did the 6 steps process through the buying, through purchasing a house, because this is the one that you deal with as much as me, if not more, depending on your financial situation and stuff. We will have that next. So until the next video, you guys have a good one.